Vandeham Sri Guru.
The following is a conversation with His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, recorded on the 5th of November, 1976, in Vrindavan, India.
Sri Rupam Chakrajatam.
First thing, I wanted to go over the daily schedule. According to the schedule, the boys get up between 3:30 and 3:45.
Why so early?
Why 3:30 and 4:45? That's what time we all get up.
We are holding Mangalarti at 5.
Right.
So why 3:30?
Well, they do japa for Mangalarti.
I tell you, too early for them. The first hour,
They're accustomed to getting, they've been getting up at that time for years.
they're accustomed, that is all right. But otherwise it is not needed so early. When they go to sleep,
At 8:15.
then it is all right. Then, at least they must have rest 6 hours
They
complete.
get more than that. Then they're ready, bathed, dressed by about 4:10. So they chant japa from 4:10 until 5 o'clock under the supervision of their teacher. Then party, Tulsi worship. And after Tulsi worship they again have japa up until Guru Puja, greeting the deities. From the time Tulsi worship is over until the time of greeting the deities,
How long it is?
that's an hour and 15 minutes. Altogether they have japa time amounting to just over 2 hours.
These small boys, they can devote so much time.
Well, these are not small boys.
Oh,
These are
teachers.
at least 10 years, 9, 10 years old.
They should be engaged in chanting and not sit down and japa. That will not be possible for them.
The problem is that some of the boys are 14, 15, and 13, but they should chant japa because they're required to chant 16 rounds a day. Many of them are
The 16 only requires at most 2 hours, 2.5 hours.
Well, 2 hours is on the schedule. 2 hours and 10 minutes. So they have 2 hours and 5 minutes of japa.
Some boys that are younger, they make a vow to do less, and then they can study.
Some of the younger boys chant 6 or 8 rounds instead of 16. They chant that much during that time, and they study the rest of the time. Then they attend the temple programs, Guru Puja and Bhagavatam class. And then after that they go upstairs, wash their clothes and clean the ashram. That takes them about an hour. Wash their clothes and sweep and cleanse the floor, cleanse the shower room, wash their clothes.
Now when they chant the mantras,
Brother Samhita?
or any,
mantra. Right now they're chanting from 9 until 9:30 in the morning with Yashodananda Maharaj.
not in the early in the morning.
In the early morning, I take some of the boys in the deity room between 5:30 and 6. The boys are the deities. The boys we are chanting at the
Deity is temple.
Yes.
Deity, what do you mean deity room?
Within the deity room, when they are raising the deities, we are offering the prayers to the deities. The Brahma Samhita and Ishvara.
Why? Why? Deity room, within the deity room there is no need of chanting. Who told you this? There is no need. Within the deity room? You told?
No.
Then?
Sometimes you said for initiation, or other times when the deity is being conveyed, the chant no Sangita first.
Within the deity room there is no business. No business.
When we hear the chanting, that's where it's coming from in the morning. In the early morning.
They can chant outside. Yeah. The deity bathing or whatever dressing may go on, you can chant not within the deity. That you can do outside. Then when the reading, writing begins.
That begins at 10:15 after prasadam. They take prasadam at 9:30, and then at 10:15 their English class begins.
Just after taking prasadam?
Yes, 15 minutes after.
What begins?
English class. That goes for 1.5 hours. Then there's math class, which goes for 45 minutes.
Not continually. They should be given a recess, 10 minutes. Then again come to the class. And the class should not be more than 45 minutes. One class should not be continued more than 45 minutes. Then 10 minutes recess, then begin another class.
For the English program, it is required in order for them to have enough time to read and write, and they would require an hour and a half, so we would have 2 classes.
In the meantime, 1.5.
Yes.
You give 10 minutes recess.
And during the recess, what should they do?
Nothing, really free. Nothing to do. Recess means nothing to do. That is bread, I want to say, rest. Or continually you cannot do that. That's not good. At most 40 minutes or 45 minutes. Then give them 10 minutes freedom. And then begin again. Not more than 40 to 45 minutes at a time. Otherwise, reading, writing.
After class then, by 12:30, they bathe again, second time.
They take prasadam first and then bathe.
They take prasadam at 9 o'clock in the morning, 9:30. Then they have class. After class is finished, then they bathe.
After class they bathe?
Around 12:30.
Not needed. After prasadam they should not take bathing at least for 4 hours.
4 hours. They have a schedule where they have dal, rice, and sabji and chapati at 9:30 in the morning. They have in the afternoon.
So, when they first take bathing?
When they rise, at around 4 o'clock.
That's right. Then they take the prasadam at what time?
9:30.
9:30. So,
they could take prasadam earlier.
No, why early? Earlier any breakfast?
No.
So why not? They are children, they must have some breakfast.
They have 3 meals. This is the way the temple program is scheduled. The temple eats at 9:30 in the morning, so therefore the boys also get prasadam at that time, because everyone eats the same prasadam.
But early in the morning they should have some, at least once sweet meat, something like that.
like chura. Like chura and curds. They can take. After taking bath at 1 o'clock, they can take prasad.
Early in the morning, just after Mangalarti, they can take something. They must take something. They are taking bathing at what time?
In the morning? 10 to 4. 4 o'clock, around 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock. So after Mangalarti, the Mangalarti prasadam should be given there. A little sweet.
We have it. Should we? Yes, Mangalarti is sweet.
Mangalarti sweets, they should be distributed among the children. Little sweets. Then they can take 9:30 prasadam.
Full prasadam.
Yeah. Then again they are taking bathing at what time?
The scheduled next bathing is 12:30.
Then what is it? 12:30 then?
After bathing, they take a little prasadam.
Yeah, that's nice. Then it is all right.
And then at 1:30, they take some rest.
Yeah, that's nice. How long?
1 hour.
That's nice.
Then they have Sanskrit class from 2:30 until 4.
2:30, 4, that's all.
1.5 hours. So there should be a recess in between. That's 1.5 hours, so there should be recess.
10 minutes at least.
Then at 4 o'clock, the chanting party leaves for the Yamuna procession.
Process, that's nice.
And they return by 6 for darshan in the temple room.
Let them return by 5:30.
5:30. But because darshan begins at 5:30, they should be there by
The darshan begins at 5.
5:30.
5:30? Why?
It was at 6 o'clock.
In the evening.
Originally it was at 6 o'clock.
No. The darshan opens at 5.
So when you come into the temple room, your darshan.
No, my darshan is different, public darshan. Why the deity room is open?
At 5 o'clock. In the evening.
That's it. Why do you say 6?
I meant that when the darshan period for yourself was at 6.
Now it should be 5:30.
5:30.
The general darshan is open at 5.
Yes.
That's nice.
So then the boys will return at 5:30.
I think it may be little earlier, half an hour.
Half an hour it will be, because the arti is going at 6:30, so
Yeah.
the darshan will be at 4:30.
Yes.
And that we had managed last year.
Yes.
So then the boys would come and for the chanting and recitation of Srimad Bhagavatam.
What time?
5:30 to 6:30.
The 5:30 we begin class. In that class they can chant.
Kirtan.
Yes.
Yes.
That's right.
And then at 6:30 there'll be Arti, they'll stay for Arti. Then after Arti they take a little prasadam and then take rest.
That's right. That's all right.
And as far as everyone's duties are concerned, Rupa Vilas is the English teacher. He teaches English and math. Dhanadhara Prabhu has been, he works in the ashram, overseeing the boys.
Taking care.
Yes. And Yashodanam Arayana
Recitation.
recitation.
And I also help getting the boys for japa and kirtan, getting them more enthusiastic.
That's right.
It's nice to have a sannyasi involved. He can be
Oh yes.
a good example.
Very good.
And Bhagaji,
For feeding.
grandfather.
Feeding. Give them sumptuous food so that they become healthy. Nice. Yes. That is also wanted. Children, they must eat sufficiently. Not overeat. Even overeat, that is not wrong for children. And that will be exercise by going to Jamuna and coming. That will be bodily exercise. This is nice. Do that. Strictly follow. There is no scarcity of space there. Yes. Vrindavan is holy place. And there is no government interference. So increase it. Bring more students from all over the world. Then it will be unique. And you also make scheme to get Indian children from aristocratic family. Suchinang Simatange Yoga Bhrasta Sanjaya. Those are born in high class, rich family, Brahmin family. They are not ordinary. But there is no Brahmin family now. At least the richer section, they can be induced to send their boys to learn Sanskrit and English and Bhagavad Bhakti. They can do business or whatever like they can do later on. But these things, they should be, father and mother should be careful. Just attract all good family children. Working, they will have to leave. They cannot. They cannot become Pandit or spiritually advanced. They have to work. But in the richer section, they get their sons good character, good devotee. Chanakya Pandit says, Kortha putrena jatena juna vidyan na bhaktiman. What is the use of such son who is neither devotee nor learned? Kanena chakshusa king chaksha piraiva kevan. What is the use of blind eyes? It is simply troublesome. So if these aristocratic families, they do not give education in spiritual line, they will become all hippies, loafers, and drinking and wasting father's money. This should be informed. Classes to be arranged according to the number of students increases. That's it.
No, there are two classes. There are two classes according to age.
Both according to time and circumstance.
In my opinion, Prabhupada, there should be one period for Hindi class.
That's very nice.
40 minutes, 45 minutes.
Oh yes,
for children.
very good. That is essential. If the Indian students come, they will require some vernacular language.
Hindi class, there should be. In Vrindavan, they will...
Oh yes, do that, Hindi.
In Maya Pradesh, Bangla class and Hindi and Bangla, two languages are very close.
Yes, not any other language. Hindi is essential. Must be compulsory. Hindi. That is state language.
For the Western children also?
Oh yes.
Yes.
Everyone.
You should find some time, adjust some time for Hindi.
Hindi, Sanskrit, English, compulsory.
That's all.
And the government also like that. That foreign
They can
student.
understand language.
Oh yes, Hindi is essential. But it's not difficult. The same principle as Sanskrit. Reading and writing, that's all.
We have one question about, there's one of the boys, and he's a more or less a bad boy. He's had a bad background. His mother's a devotee, but she's a nice devotee. But he terrorizes the other boys.
What's that?
He misleads them. He lies.
How old is he?
He's 13.
So he cannot be. He must go back. We cannot spoil other children.
They are being spoiled. I was thinking to make an example of him, either we should beat him or send him back.
Best thing is we send him back. He's incorrigible.
Personally, I had that boy with me for 2 months when I went to South India preaching. And I thought it would be an asset to have a young boy, but he was so misbehaved that it was too much problem. And the same things that he was doing in the beginning with me, telling lies and misbehaving, and he's still doing now, and he does not correct himself, never. He has no effort to better his behavior or his conduct. He does not chant his rounds. He rarely comes to the kirtan, or else when he comes to the kirtan, he does not chant. He simply plays and makes fun, and he has very bad influence on the other boys.
No, then he should be sent back. Or he can be sent to Bombay to work ordinarily, or Hyderabad farm, like that. So how do you think you can do? Okay, I wanted to engage in farm work, digging.
Actually, it's a fact. When he was with me, I would try to teach him Upanishad and your purports, which are so clear and simple. But after 3 or 4 times explaining the same thing, he would become angry to receive the instruction.
No, he is meant for Sudra's work.
And when that boy would be told to
You
walk...
cannot expect that everyone is Brahmin. No. He has the Sudra mentality, so let him till the ground for Krishna. Sakarmana tamabhaj. He is fit for tilling, so let him till and produce grain for Krishna.
Hyderabad?
Yes. Hard work. He should be given hard work. This Gurukula is for high class Brahmin Kshatriyas, not for the Vaishyas and Sudras. Everyone is required for Krishna's service. But that I was describing today, there must be division. Don't put horse before a cart.
Racehorse before the cart. Racehorse before the...
Yeah, that will not be nice.
Accounts is just a skill. Anyone can learn to do accounts.
No Vaishya is special one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now accounts are meant for kayasthas, Sudras.
Yeah.
Vaishyas are meant for producing grain and protecting cows. One Englishman used to say, this clerical job means educated laborer, educated Shudra. Shudra, actually the kayasthas are counted among the Shudras. You know that?
In Bengal, caste is...
No, Bengali, but in UP.
In UP, caste are Shudras.
And originally they are Shudras.
Oh.
The history of Bengali kayasthas, they went with the Brahmins as servant. That is the history. And in Bengal, the system is जात हराले कायत, जिसका कोई जात का ठिकाना नहीं चलता वो कायस्थ हो जाता. ये बंगाल में ऐसा बोला जाता है, जात हराले कायत. Actually it is, if some low class man he becomes rich, then he is taken into the caste community. Anyone who cannot stick to the principle of caste system, he becomes a caste. Yes. Jat harale kayat. ये बंगाल में है. Some of them are Kshatriyas, some of them like that. But that is not essential, that is all gone. Now, if one cannot take education, he can be used in farm work, little hard work. Hyderabad should be for grihasthas, for plowing, for growing flowers like that. No education required.
He is not interested in that.
No, education, that is waste now. For such boys who are not interested, why they should be enforced? Education, they are not meant for that. Education is for higher brain, sober brain. And not that everyone has to become literate. It is not required. He can do other work. Yes?
Prabhupada means that according to the nature you engage there.
Yes. Gunakarma vibhagasa. Gunakarma vibhagasa. You can do this, all I do it. Why you should be forced to learn Sanskrit? No necessary. Not necessary.
What of a boy who does the chanting nicely and the kirtan nicely but doesn't do schoolwork nicely? What of a boy who does the japa very nicely and like...
Well, japas, whether his father is doing japas nicely, that is also doubtful. What to speak of children? Japa, children, that should not be taken very seriously. Whatever he can do, that's all. We should enforce, we should, but not that if he does not, immediately he should be rejected. No.
People often said the first class intelligent men are the Brahmins, second class intelligent men are the Kshatriyas.
We have to train like that. Gunakarma vibhagasa. Not that everyone should be Sanskrit scholar. Why? It is not necessary. There are so many other things.
The inclination depends on Gunakarma.
Although by nature we should not enforce something, we should see for which work is suitable, you should engage. And we must have all departments of work. The weaving department, the plowing department, the cow keeping department, the Sanskrit department, the English department, the trading department. We should have all the departments. Gunakarma vibhagasa.
Head, arms, belly, and legs. Head, arms, belly.
Yes. Whichever is suitable. One must be suitable for any of this. It is the guide's intelligence for which purpose is suitable. And like that. That is it. Not that everyone has to become a big scholar in Sanskrit. That is not required. Let him come to Gurukula, but if it's not suitable, Gurukula, this so far character is concerned, that is for everyone. Just like early rising in the morning, chanting and going to the, what is the objection? Anyone can do it. That is practice. And for working, if it's not suitable for higher education, let him go to the farm, take care of the cows, grow the food, flowers, fruits, eat and dance and chant. Chanting, dancing, everyone will take part. There is no doubt.
How to mend him from lies? He speaks lies. How to mend him from lies?
That is by your good association. What lies he tells, don't believe him at all. That's all. Take him that he speaks only lies. Then don't believe. Whatever he says, you force him to do. take him that he speaks only lies. Why should you consult him?
Yes.
He's a liar. But see that he's working, that's all. Now we are getting so much land, we can develop. We can utilize everyone's service. That requires brain. Not that he cannot do this, that we reject him. No, engage him in some other.
One other point only, and that is that until the construction is completed, I think we should wait.
There is ample place now, they can dig.
But I mean, to bring more boys, we should wait until the construction.
Why? Let him then come. He is already there. It's not that the rest house, guest house is all filled up. Let them come.
As many as possible?
Why not?
Okay.
Let them come. And arrangement should be made when it is, even now it is too hot at that time. We can send them to Mahabaleshwar. Or if we get that Madras place, that is very cooling, Nilgiri Hills. That will be good recreation for them. They should be kept quite comfortably and built up their character, education, that is what. There is need of some good first-class man, ideal man. The world is full of rogues and thieves and bad character.
That's our report to the Prabhupada. That's our report.
That's all. Do that.